Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Should I keep it a dually or should I do a single axle swap? I'm thinking if I do a single axle swap, it won't be for a couple of years. So in the meantime, I probably will do the lift, and I'll do bigger tires on the dually, like 255/85 R16s, which is approximately 33 inches tall and 10 or 10.5 inches wide. And I think that'll give Pig a really aggressive, nice stance, be a little better for off-roading, help me get through some of those potholes and divots and login roads a little easier. Plus, will just look cool as shit. It'll just look amazing. We'll see. Just seeing that and having that might change my mind on a single axle conversion. But I'm still very much entertaining the idea of a single axle conversion for these reasons. So reason number one is I can afford to put taller tires on there. I can put some 34 or 35 inch tires on there that are about 12 inches wide. That's going to help me get through the mountains and the trails a little easier. That is going to make my truck in the back especially a little more narrow. And then I can take this bed off, sell it, throw it away, do whatever I want, chop it up, build a flatbed on the back of Pig, and then build a box. I'm going to call it a doghouse, just a sleeper for overlanding. So the truck overall will be shorter, have less air resistance. I'll be able to get through some more overgrown trails a little easier, and I think that would make this truck really badass for overlanding and for my summer trips. And then I'll still use this camper, of course, for winter camping, and probably throw it on the ferry and do some road trips here and there, because that Chevy 350 it pulls great as it is right now. And that bed being a 6.5 foot bed, and this camper being built for a 6.5 foot bed, it just makes the most sense for me to do that. And I really like how this camper looks on that truck too, and I really like how that truck runs with this camper on the back. It's a good pair, good matchup. But we'll see. By the time that happens, I may have changed my mind 1,000 times, and I may just decide to keep the camper in the back of Pig, because Pig doesn't seem to even notice that the camper's even back here. Doesn't cause Pig any trouble whatsoever. In fact, so to get back to the build, new heads, end of Project LB7 Duramax spool up, how does it drive now with the camper on back? Great. So I noticed that it holds on the 5th gear when I'm climbing hills a lot easier. It's not searching for gears as much as it was before. And you hear people say, it holds on the 5th and lugs through 5th. Pig doesn't lug.